A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone and welcome to the show. I'm Mike.
And I'm Chickling.
Are you really?
Yeah, or who
Okay.
am I?
I can tell by your eyes. I'm missing part of your face, so yeah. It is actually us, and we are here today to actually talk about some English. But let's begin with a warm-up question. This warm-up question makes me sad
Why?
in some ways. What's the best kind of vacation for you? What would you do? Can I give you my answer?
Yeah.
The best kind of vacation? Any vacation. I haven't had a vacation in a year or more.
So when was the last time you had the best one?
The best vacation? Oh gosh, the last time I went home was 2017 to see my family, so that was pretty good.
Like 4 years ago?
Yeah, it's quite a while ago, right? How about you? What would be your best kind of vacation and what would you do?
I'm not really a nature person, so I would
Okay.
say that the best vacation is to just spend some family time at home.
Oh, okay.
Or
You
grab a nice cup of hot chocolate.
Wow.
And then binge watch all day.
I see. So for you, the best kind of vacation would be a staycation.
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
S-T-A-Y-C-A-T-I-O-N. Staycation. Basically a vacation you spend at home. You stay home. Okay. I like vacations where I can go and see cool things. I like to go to museums and big interesting cities and stuff like that. I'm not much like you for like hiking in the mountains, but you know, visiting Tokyo or something. Going to some museums, having some good food, that kind of thing. But all of these things are really difficult right now. So actually your vacation, you've been doing that for a couple of years.
Yeah, that's true.
A staycation.
Yeah,
Every
staycation.
weekend is your perfect vacation.
So I have a perfect life.
That's right. So what about you guys? If you like a staycation, I'm sure you're doing okay. If you really want to visit Disneyland, you're probably not super happy right now and you'll have to be patient. And we'll be back with our article. So chat about that and then come on back.
Glamping. Camp like a king. Warm-up question. What's the best kind of vacation for you? What would you do?
You wake up and hear the sound of birds singing. You walk out of your bedroom and you're in a forest. Sunlight shines on you and a light wind blows. This wonderful experience isn't a dream, it's glamping. Glamping is like camping, but it has the comforts of an expensive hotel. You don't have to carry a tent or sleep in a sleeping bag. You stay in a large tent with a real bed. On a glamping trip, you can go walking or eat dinner under the stars. However, you don't have to go back to the city to sleep. Glamping helps you feel close to nature. Word power. Wake up. Wake up. Wake, woke, woken. I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m., but sometimes on weekends I sleep later. I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m., but sometimes on weekends I sleep later. Forest, forest. In the autumn, the leaves in the forest turn red and orange. In the autumn, the leaves in the forest turn red and orange. Shine, shine. Shine, shone, shone. It's hard to see because that light is shining in my eyes. It's hard to see because that light is shining in my eyes. Tent, tent. In the woods, We slept in a tent to keep the bugs away. In the woods, we slept in a tent to keep the bugs away.
认识字汇
Sunlight, sunlight. Comfort, comfort. Okay, well, actually, the really good news is that the article for today and tomorrow is about a vacation that you could probably take during even lockdown period, and it wouldn't be too difficult or uncomfortable. You might actually like this kind of vacation. Okay. It's right in between a staycation and a proper, going away style vacation. So let's find out what exactly I'm talking about. The article begins by saying, you wake up and hear the sound of birds singing. Okay, so I imagine a morning scene, the sun is coming up, and you wake up with the birds singing. Sounds like the beginning of a lovely day.
Okay, yeah. I still get that here though.
You do, but sometimes you can't hear the birds singing because there's cars and scooters and the windows are closed and.
So, 这是我们第一个片语 wake up. Let's take a look. Wake up 就是醒来的意思，
里面这个 wake 它的三态呢是 wake, woke, woken。
对 ，wake up to something 就是因为什么东西醒来，比如说 I woke up to the sound of my dogs barking at 6 this morning 我今天一早6点呢就被我家的狗叫声给吵醒了。那有时候你去饭店啊，如果你怕你起不来，就会有电话的叫醒服务，这种就叫做 wake up call。那课文例句我们再看一个 I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. but sometimes on weekends I sleep later. 我通常在早上6点半起床，但是呢在周末的时候我会睡得比较晚。好，所以一早醒来呢就能听到鸟叫声。Whoa, how does it feel?
Yeah, it's a pretty nice beginning to a good day. It could be the beginning of almost any day. Like you said, you wake up, the birds are singing, that's all nice. But then things get a little interesting. It says you walk out of your bedroom and you're in a forest.
What?
Now that's not normal. Normally you walk out of your bedroom and you're in a hall or the living room or the kitchen or somewhere like that. No, in this case, you are in a forest after you walk out or leave your bedroom.
Okay,
strange.
Interesting and strange at the same time. 那我们就先来看一下 forest 这个字。Forest 就是森林的意思，所以在森林里就是 in the forest， 所以我们可以说 It's easy to get lost in the forest。在森林里面呢，很容易迷路。那我们再看一个句子哦 ，In the autumn, the leaves in the forest turn red and orange。在秋天的时候呢，森林里的树叶就会变成红色跟橘色的。所以呢，从房间走出来，你在一座森林里面。
So I don't think this is a scene from a movie, like a dream of some kind. No, this is real. You walk out of your bedroom and you're in a forest, so you're probably not at home. And then we read, sunlight shines on you and a light wind blows. It sounds like a beautiful day in the forest.
And also sunlight. 我好喜欢阳光哦，好漂亮，所以阳光。Sun 就是太阳 ，light 是光，加在一起就是阳光咯。那我们接下来再看我们今天第3个单字 ，Let's take a look at shine。Shine 就是把什么的光照向什么。
注意一下 shine 的三态，它是不规则变化，所以它是 shine, shone, shone。
它可以当成表现很突出也可以哦，比如说 to shine at or to shine in something。比如说 He shines at languages， 他在语言方面很突出。那这个东西，这个字很简单，你把那个 e 拿掉啊，加一个 y， 它就会变成很光泽、很光亮的。比如说 She has beautiful shiny hair， 她有漂亮、充满光泽的头发。那我们再看那个 shine 的句子 ，It's hard to see because that light is shining in my eyes。我很难看得清楚，因为那个光是直射我的眼睛。所以阳光照在身上，微风徐徐，非常的舒服。这边有一个 light wind， 指的就是很轻。这边的 light 指的是少量的一点点。那当然，当名词是电灯的 lighting 或者 light， 那点燃 light a fire 也是可以。那 wind 可以当可数或不可数。我们怎么用呢？比如说冷风从北方吹来 ，cold winds blow from the north。或者是呢，如果是指风的强度，我们通常会说 no wind 或者是 much wind or a little wind， 比如说 there wasn't much wind today， 今天没有什么风。
And of course, when we also talk about light wind, we could use the other word breeze, right?
Breeze.
B-R-E-E-Z-E. That basically means a light, comfortable kind of wind. All right, so there we are. We're awake in the forest, but we just got out of bed. So what's going on? Well, as the article says, this wonderful experience isn't a dream. It might feel like a dream. It might sound like a dream when you read the story here, but no, it's not a dream. It's glamping. That's what we're doing. We're glamping.
Okay.
What is glamping? Hang on. We'll get to that.
哦
Yes.
OK， 原来是这样啊！所以这么棒的感受呢 ，You are not in a dream， 你不在一个梦里，你其实是在豪华露营。
All right. So what is glamping? Well, you might get a few clues from that name, which, yes, is sort of a made-up, strange new word, but you might have an idea. Glamping, it says, is like camping, but it has the comforts of an expensive hotel.
Ooh, so nice.
So it's sort of like camping. You're out in nature, but it will be very comfortable camping. Glamping.
Yeah，所以呢，非常的舒服 ，comfortable。这边有出现了一个舒适 comfort， 那代表舒适的条件或设施，所以代表说呢 ，glamping 就像是露营，不过它拥有昂贵饭店的舒服条件。
All right.
所以呢，像是物质享受 creature comforts。
You'll have all your creature comforts when you go glamping, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there are even more good things about glamping, and we learn about those next. It says you don't have to carry a tent or sleep in a sleeping bag. These are two things, of course, we always think about with camping. You sleep in a sleeping bag, and then you put the sleeping bag and you inside a tent, right? The tent keeps you dry if it rains at night. The sleeping bag is like your bed, but you won't have to do any of those things or even use any of those things when you go glamping. Oh, no, no, no.
耶，所以我们来看一下 tent 这一个单字。tent 就是帐篷，所以如果把帐篷撑起来呢，就是 to pitch a tent， 或有时候我们会说 to put up a tent。所以比如说 he pitched his tent next to a tree， 他把帐篷呢搭在一个树旁。那再看一个句子 ，In the woods we slept in a tent to keep the bugs away。在树林里呢，我们睡在帐篷里面，避开虫子。
Okay, so far we know that when you go glamping, you won't need to bring a tent and you won't be sleeping in a sleeping bag. So does that mean you just sleep on the ground under the trees with the rain and the bears around? No, no, no. You stay in a large tent with a real bed.
Oh,
like a proper normal bed, not just a sleeping bag on the ground.
I hope it's a queen size.
It could be,
Ooh.
if you paid for it.
所以文章说呢，你完全不需要带帐篷哦，跟睡袋，你是睡在一个超大的帐篷里，里面有一个真正的床。
Very comfortable, right? I think I kind of like this glamping idea. And then it also says on a glamping trip, you can go walking or eat dinner under the stars. All right. Well, yeah, go walking. Sure, you might go do that on a camping trip, go hiking through the woods. And of course, you would eat out under the stars or eat outside, but you might be cooking something really simple over a little fire in front of your little tent and, you know, not the best type of food. But I think with glamping, we're talking tables, chairs, knives and forks, wine, you know, fancy eating as well as your fancy sleeping bag or
Maybe
bed.
lobster, steak.
Yeah, oh,
Anything
sure,
like that.
absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever you want.
It's making me hungry. 所以这边好，你在豪华露营的时候呢，你可以在星空下面散步跟吃晚餐。这边看一下我们今天的 Magic Box Go doing something 表从事某一件活动的用法。Let's find out.
Magic Box。
Hello， 大家好，我是 Isaac。上个礼拜啊，就是我下班之后呢，我跟我朋友们呢，我们去了一间非常非常棒的餐厅。I went to a fancy restaurant with my friends yesterday. The food there was really great. 那边的食物呢，真的是非常非常的好吃。虽然说呢，价格有点不太便宜啦，不过你知道，就是在工作完去吃个美食，真的是太棒了。好啦，那在刚刚那个例句当中呢，想必大家应该有发现 ，go to a fancy restaurant， 去一间高级的餐厅。那这边的这个 go to 后面呢，我们是加上一个地点。那这边的表示的意思呢，就是去某处这样的一个意思。那我们再来造另外一个例句哦，比方说呢 ，Mary goes to the library 3 times a week。Mary 呢一周会去图书馆3次。那在这边呢 ，go to 呢后面我们也是加上一个地方 library。那当然呢，我们常见的动词的 go 的用法，除了后面可以加上一个地点之外呢，它还有另外一个用法，就是 go 后面我们可以加上一个 VING。那它表示的意思呢，就是从事某项活动的意思。比方说呢 ，go swimming 去游泳 ，go shopping 去购物，或者是 go dancing 去跳舞等等。那我们呢就来造一个例句看看吧。James goes hiking nearly every weekend. James 呢几乎每个周末呢都会去健行。那最后呢，帮大家补充一下哦，假如你今天的这个活动或者是运动有需要使用到一个名词的时候，记得我们要把这个名词放在 go 以及 VING 的中间哦。比方说呢 ，go mountain climbing 去爬山，那这边呢我们就是把 mountain 放在 go 跟 climbing 的中间。又或者是呢 ，go horse riding， 那它的意思呢就是去骑马的意思。好啦，那今天介绍了几个动词 go 的用法，希望大家都学起来咯。那我们下次见，拜拜。
All right, so you can go for a walk in the woods, take a nice hike, eat your dinner out there under the stars. However, the article says next, you don't have to go back to the city to sleep. This isn't just a little day trip you take to the woods and then back to your hotel in the city or something like that. No. Glamping helps you feel close to nature. And, feeling close to nature is one of the things that people love about camping.
Yeah.
Right? You're sleeping in the forest, you're waking up in the forest, you live in the forest, you are close to nature. But this way, you're also close to a comfortable bed. Yeah. That's a good thing too. I think.
So, yeah, that's the good side of glamping.
Exactly.
Right? 所以很好哦，所以我们就不用再回到城市睡觉了。Glamping 呢，可以让你非常的贴近大自然，但也不用感到那么辛苦。Now you don't have to sleep in your sleeping bag.
No, you have a wonderful bed with very soft sheets and maybe someone there to make you coffee in the morning.
Wow.
Oh, it's the best. All right, let's take a break here for our review time because we're finished our article for today. We'll have more about glamping tomorrow, but we will have a quick review coming up right now.
Review time.
Okay, so for our quick review, because we have to go glamping, right? We're off on our glamping trip soon. So our quick review, we don't have a lot of time. We're going to do some opposites. So I will say the opposite of one of the 4 words or phrases that we've learned today. So just to remind you of those words and phrases, wake up, forest, shine, and tent. So I'm going to give you the opposite of one of these words, or at least something that's very, very, very different from one of these words. Okay, let's start simple. Oh, here's a good one. House.
House?
Building.
Not wake up.
No, that wouldn't really be the opposite.
Tent.
Yes, exactly. A house is a large, solid thing that lasts for years. A tent is something not large or solid, and you take it down in minutes. Okay, good. Let's try... Okay, here's a good one. Desert.
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 There's no trees, so it's forest.
Exactly. And it's very dry. In forests, there's usually rain for all the green trees, right? Okay. Here's another one, not too challenging. Go to bed.
Go to bed. So after you go to bed...
Fall asleep.
Fall asleep. You sleep for 8 hours, and then you wake up and get up.
You sleep for 8 hours. I don't sleep for 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
But yes, after I sleep for 5.5 hours, I wake up. Okay. And before that, the opposite would be go to bed. And then you wake up. Ooh, the final one. I'll have to get a little creative here. Go dark.
Go dark.
Yeah.
So maybe the room, the light is out. Or maybe it's the end of the world and the sun is gone.
Yes.
So the sun is not shining
It's
anymore.
not shining, right? If something goes dark, there's no more light. If it's shining, it has lots of light. It's making a lot of nice light for your eyes. All right, there you go. Well done.
Yay.
You win half a glamping trip.
Half?
Well, if you want to win the second half, you have to win review time for tomorrow.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So come on back and play the game, and we'll see you guys back here for more about glamping, including where in Taiwan you can actually do this.
Oh.
So that's going to be cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glamping. Camp like a king. Warm-up question. What's the best kind of vacation for you? What would you do?
You wake up and hear the sound of birds singing. You walk out of your bedroom and you're in a forest. Sunlight shines on you and a light wind blows. This wonderful experience isn't a dream, it's glamping. Glamping is like camping, but it has the comforts of an expensive hotel. You don't have to carry a tent or sleep in a sleeping bag. You stay in a large tent with a real bed. On a glamping trip, you can go walking or eat dinner under the stars. However, you don't have to go back to the city to sleep. Glamping helps you feel close to nature.
Word power.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake, woke, woken. I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m., but sometimes on weekends I sleep later. I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m., but sometimes on weekends I sleep later. Forest, forest. In the autumn, the leaves in the forest turn red and orange. In the autumn, the leaves in the forest turn red and orange. Shine, shine. Shine, shone, shone. It's hard to see because that light is shining in my eyes. It's hard to see because that light is shining in my eyes. Tent, tent. In the woods, we slept in a tent to keep the bugs away. In the woods, we slept in a tent to keep the bugs away.
认识字汇
Sunlight, sunlight. Comfort, comfort.